Hello, everybody. This is Prophet Karliss, and I just wanted to take this time to encourage you on today. A lot of you all have been called to be trendsetters. God has given you an assignment to do, and this assignment is untraditional, and He's going to give you unconventional ways to go about it. So, what do you do when God has called you to something so great? Well, a lot of times when God has first called us, we condemn ourselves, we disqualify ourselves, or we allow people to disqualify us and tell us what we're not qualified to do and what we're not capable of. The first thing we do is we go down a long list of why we can't do what God has called us to do. Well, I want to encourage you on today, just like Gideon. Gideon was the least in his tribe. He was the youngest. He had the least experience. He was the least respected and all of that. But God still called him and gave him a great assignment with an unconventional method. And if God did it for Gideon, He would do it for you as well. So, how do you overcome? Well, I want to give you a quick acronym, and that acronym is going to be for O.B.E.Y. When God has called you and you are a trendsetter and you have to do what He's called you to do and He's given you unconventional ways of going about it, you just have to obey. First of all, you have to move from being oppressed to know that you are an overcomer. God says in His word that we're more than conquerors and that we are overcomers. We're overcomers by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. You just have to prophesy to yourself and say, I am an overcomer. And you have to move from a state of being broken. A lot of times we are broken. We just can't seem to move out of that state of being downtrodden and broken. Well, God is calling you out of your broken state today, and it is time for you to get into beast mode, get busy, and do what He has called you to do. Get confident, be strong, be bold, be brave. So you have to move from broken to just get in beast mode. The third one is E for envy. Yes, a lot of times we are envied. People are jealous. They can't stand you. They don't feel you can do what God has called you to do. That was a part of my testimony. I was young and I stuttered and I could not talk. And so I couldn't do what God, I felt like I could not do what God called me to do. But here I am today. I am speaking. I am God's mouthpiece to the earth right now. And many people envy that. They envied that a long time ago. They say, well, how can she do that? She can't even talk. Well, here I am talking. I'm talking to you right now. So move from that state of being envied and know that God will elevate you. This is your time and your season of elevation. Yes, God will sit down one and He puts up another. He will elevate you. So welcome your season of elevation. And why for young? Yes, you may be young in age. You may be young in ministry. You may be young in your thinking. So what? If God has called you to it, you have to get out of that mindset of I'm just too young. That is not an excuse. And just yield. Move from the mindset of I'm just too young and just yield to God. Just tell Him yes, because it is God that has started the work. It is Him that will complete the work. It's not your responsibility. It's God's responsibility. But when you yield to Him, that's when God can move on your behalf. So I just wanted to encourage you on today to just simply obey God. I know it's tough. I know this dream is large, it's huge. It wouldn't be God if it was small. So be encouraged on today and know that you can do what God has called you to do. You are the trendsetter. So right now, in the name of Jesus, God, I just pray for your people right now. I pray for that one leader, that man, that woman, even that young adult who feels like they cannot do what you have called them to do. I speak strength to them right now in the name of Jesus. And God, I thank you that you are causing them to be an overcomer. You are causing them to be elevated. You are causing them to get into beast mode. And God, I thank you that they will yield. And as they are yielding to what you have called them to do, that you will do exceedingly abundantly above all they can ask or think, according to the power that is at work on the inside of them. I prophesy now that you have strategy and that you are bold and that you can execute everything that God has called you to do in the mighty name of Jesus. Beloved, I love you and be blessed.